Welcome back. We're following up for you tonight. Colorado Springs City Council making a sharp pivot this week against short-term rentals.
It affects people who rent private homes like hotels or vacation homes. Andy Cohen tells us a majority on council are leaning toward treating these property owners like business owners.
That's right, Robin Elizabeth. Some city council members this week voiced concern that these short-term rental houses are being used like businesses and thus shouldn't be allowed in residential zoning. But the trouble is, the city has already been licensing and taxing them for most of this year.
This is the law. It's existed for decades.
A talk at City Hall about limiting how many future vacation rentals to license in a neighborhood quickly turned into whether they should be there at all.
This is a business enterprise, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And I think this is way out of line.
And we did a kind of a straw poll so we could direct staff what type of resolution to prepare.
Councilman Knight thinks that a majority on council support his view that non-owner occupied rentals are a commercial enterprise and thus violate zoning.
It should not be allowed in our single family neighborhoods because they are business and we don't allow any other business in the neighborhood.
It has pivoted quite a bit.
But the rapid change in policy stunned the 1,000 or so short-term rental owners who've already gone through the city's licensing process.
And frankly, I don't believe that that's a decision that should be left to city council. It's not their decision who I rent to and how long I rent to them. That's a property rights issue.
Those with licenses would be grandfathered in, but some on council think this ban idea could backfire.
Tourists come to Colorado Springs wanting this kind of property to rent, and if we don't provide them, they may not come here.
Still, a local homeowners group thinks that short-term rental owners are already harming home buyers looking for a place to live in the country's hottest housing market.
Someone who's willing to pay a lot more money than you are because they know what the earning potential is of that residential property that they will then gain money from commercially.
There was some added controversy because members of the two advocacy groups who are most passionate about this issue were told by city officials this week that it was okay to stay home because the issue wasn't going to come up. There were no decisions made on Tuesday, but a new ordinance will be voted on November the 26th. Watching out for you, Colorado Springs. Andy Cohen, News 5.